Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson, and today's review is going to be on Star Trek Picard, Season 1, Episode 5. I have to admit, when I first watched this episode, I didn't like it. I mean, it was okay to me at first, but upon second viewing, I really liked it a lot more. Maybe it was because I watched it with a buddy of mine, and, him and I talking about the whole series as we're watching it made me kind of appreciate certain scenes a little bit more. But at first I didn't like the whole Ocean's 11, we're going in, dressed like pimps and stuff, going into this bar to do a mission or a heist or whatever they're doing. And, it's flashing back to them showing you what you should do in certain situations, right when they're showing you the situation. At first I didn't like it, but the second time I really did like it. So it was cool. I really like the snake guy with, the gangster reptilian dude that, like, you almost hear a rattle, like a snake rattle when he breathes. So I thought that was really interesting, really cool. So I like that dude, even though he went out like a chump. I mean, he just got blasted and bam, he was done. I thought he was going to do more and maybe even be a recurring character, but nah, they just blasted him and that was it. So the first time I watched it, I didn't like it. The second time, I kind of just accepted it because I knew it was coming. But I really enjoyed the character, by himself. But anyway, 7 of 9, one of my favorite characters from Star Trek Voyager. I have to admit, I kind of don't like the whole laid back, got my casual clothes on, more tactical kind of feel to her. I get it. I understand it. So it was cool for the episode. It just wasn't the 7 that I'm used to. And I'm sure she'll grow on me. This is her, 20 years later from Voyager. So I understand she's going to be different. That I just have to get over that kind of stuff, guys. But I just nitpick little things like that because she was very real cold and calculating in Voyager, and that's the 7 that I like. But I'm sure I'll get used to this one. I love the actress, so I'm sure it's going to be fine. Uh, I did not like the whole, Picard being like this pirate, bounty hunter, talking like this, talking with some crazy accent. I didn't like it. I mean, he is one of the most recognized men in Starfleet, and you're just going to put a patch over your eye and you think it's going to fool somebody. It wouldn't fool me if I was in a bar, So I didn't really get that they would be fooled by that, but they were, and they did it, so I have to accept it, and it's all good. Like I said, guys, I nitpick little stuff. Um, but I did feel like this was an episode that had a beginning and an end, and it felt like a Star Trek episode. Like, we got a mission, let's do the mission. They did the mission, and bam, it was done. And how about 7? Blasting that lady because of E-Chip. And E-Chip was in Star Trek Voyager at the final season. They find a group of kids that are Borg, and they're disoriented. They don't know what to do. And they take them in under their wing and disconnect them from the collective like they did 7 of 9. And they become her pseudo children. And E-Chip was basically her son. She felt like he was a son to her. So, but her shooting them in the beginning. I mean, I understand it, but God, that was hard. That was hard for me to watch because I liked E-Chip, the character of E-Chip. I liked him. And for them to bring him back in this capacity, and they were like drilling out his eye, and it was hardcore. The beginning of this episode was hardcore. I loved it. I love that they do stuff like that, and it has a more cinematic quality. It's not campy, like the original series, which I love the original series. But but at the end, she gets her revenge, and that's really what the whole episode is about: 7 getting her revenge for E-Chip's death. And blast that lady, which I love that. She just turned into a puff of blood or smoke or whatever that was. And then here come, the reinforcements, and they're just blasting at her. And I don't know if you noticed, but she was up shooting those guns. Laser beams were going right by her face, like in between her hand and her head, and she's, part Borg. So I could see that happening where she's just watching a beam and knowing that it's not going to hit her, and it just goes by her head. And she was just blasting them, and beams were going right by her face. I loved it. I thought that was friggin' awesome. But anyway, Liked the episode upon second viewing. The first time I watched it, I didn't like it, and if you watch it for just once and you didn't like it, I suggest watching it again and really getting more meat in your story, because it really felt like I've learned a lot more about the episode the second time I watched it. The first time I was kind of just blowing it off, I think, because I didn't like the whole pimp outfit and all that stuff, but it grew on me and I liked it the second time. But anyway, guys, what did you think about this episode? What do you think about the series so far? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. And as always, make yourself happy every day. And the only way to do that is to remember the only thing stopping you is you stopping. Bam!